everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Ideally, though.
Ideally, though.
I'm your host, Erika, and with me is my hubby, my bestie, my butter biscuit.
Yeah, what up?
Sadly, we're at the end of June.
Sadly, I would have thought you would have been happy about it because,
My birthday's tomorrow. My birthday tomorrow. No. My birthday tomorrow.
There it is.
I love my birthday.
Duh.
My birthday tomorrow. Give it up to all the cancers in the house and the June cancers.
I think the baby girls have been hearing about your birthday since we stepped foot in June, actually.
I'm telling you, I don't like the heat because it's 104 degrees.
Yeah, that's new for your birthday. That is new for you.
A little bit, yeah. It just starts to hit 100 around my birthday, and then
shortly, just like maybe a week after, it starts hitting about the 100s.
Yeah,
usually, and now it's right smack in the middle, huh?
I'm tired of hearing people in other places, like nice places like California, like they're like, "Oh, it's 85 degrees. Oh, it's 90 degrees." We're dying over here in Vegas and in Arizona. We don't want to hear about your nice California ocean weather.
We're dying is really funny.
Yeah. The only people I might give it up to in California is the ones that live in Victorville and San Bernardino because they're on the cusp, so they can feel the Vegas.
Oh, like right on the edge of it. Yeah. Okay.
But I'm like, oh, like that's the only. I'm a summer baby, but that's the only thing that I hate is just like this dry heat. We don't have humidity, and I don't know which one is worse. Probably the humidity, I'm assuming.
Oh man, if I were to take Carlsbad and place it in Vegas, because Carlsbad's pretty fucking humid to me.
Maybe Palm Springs as well. I heard Palm Springs gets really hot as well.
Yeah, ooh, man, that would be pretty sucky. I think the generous thing about Vegas heat, to be honest, is the fact that it's dry.
Yeah, I guess that's the forgiving part of it.
Yeah, because I feel like if it was humid out here, it would be the worst, like, sticky lung situation.
And me being born and raised in Vegas, I never really dealt with humidity. So when
same.
I took a trip to Hawaii, that's when I felt it. And I'm like, 85-degree weather, but then I'm like, I'm sticky. Like, I only been outside for like an hour.
Yeah.
I'm ready to take a shower. Like, what the fuck is this?
Carlsbad has been the most humid place I've ever been.
What about Texas?
I don't remember it being as humid. I don't remember it being that humid. I could be wrong because that was little Greg though. You know what I mean? Because that was really little tiny tot, tater tot Greg.
Yeah.
I don't remember it being as humid. So like as of right now, I gotta say Carlsbad, California, because it was like step outside for a good 15 and I was sticky and I hated that. I did not like it at all.
You don't like being hot, so the uncomfortable weathers are not for you.
I mean,
and I get it.
That's why I say I like the dry heat. You know what I'm saying? Because any other place, I would probably be way more irritable. It's a lot more manageable in Vegas when it's dry.
What about when it comes to asthma, though?
My asthma is the thing that makes it the most uncomfortable. See, that's the reason why I don't like it hot, because then the asthma stuff kicks in. If I didn't have that shit, it probably wouldn't be no big deal.
Shit, I know. Like, I love my parents. Like, God bless my parents for having a baby in June.
Oh, God.
Named Erika with a K. So I love my birthday. Like, I'm like, perfect time. The moon, the stars, the sun aligned, and then they banged it out somewhere, I'm assuming. And then boom, there you go, yo, June, baby, at the end of the month.
Everything had a line for that, huh?
Yeah. So I would say shout out to all the cancers. I mean, I love all my cancers, but the best cancers are the June ones because we're the most savage. The July cancers, I love my July cancers, but they cry babies. But we really gets down and dirty in June. So shout outs to like Khloe Kardashian, Lala.
Oh,
we got some good people. I share a birthday with some great people. They're my twins. Charlamagne the God, Nicole Schwarzenegger.
One
from Pussycat Dolls. And then one of my favorites, Gary Busey. And if you don't know him, he was on what movie was he on that you love to make fun of me?
Oh, fuck. What movie is
now
that?
You can't remember, huh?
Now I can't remember.
You throw all those Halloween jokes at me about me choosing my best Halloween movie, and you don't even remember.
I really don't.
Okay, I don't either. It's Silver Bullet.
Oh, yeah. See, I forgot he was in that fucking thing.
He was in that, and I think he was in either Beverly Hills Cop or the 48 Hours.
I would say 48 Hours would be
I don't even remember 48 Hours
the most memorable one for me. I don't. Of course, it's Silver Bullet. Nobody remembers that. So
I mean, I guess if you were like living it back then, I guess, or whatever, and you was really into stuff like that, you would remember Gary Busey.
Gary Busey, not Silver Bullet. You're right.
Yeah. I'm excited because tomorrow's my birthday, and you know what? Like when it's my birthday, I like to I really be feeling like a little princess. You know what I'm saying? I like to rise and shine. Ooh, good morning, and I like to just, what am I doing?
You're like that the entire month. So it's not just your birthday. Correction, you are a princess the entire month. But I will say that it's a very jam-packed day for you.
I love it. Like I love celebrating my birthday, and you have some special things planned for me, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
Like the best thing I like to do that you got me accustomed to is like getting a massage.
That's
so
true.
like ever since I met you, that was what you was doing for me. Yeah. So I'm all about a good massage. Like rub me down.
Yeah, that's kind of been the norm. Yeah. Especially for your sake. And then super big like movie date.
Yeah.
With the fixins, IMAX, big chairs.
Yeah.
Mid rows, food already ordered, that type of shit.
Yeah, I love that. That's gonna be good.
And then we're doing the Top of the World out here in Las Vegas. If you don't know what that is, it's the rotating restaurant at the Strat.
The Stratosphere.
They don't call it that anymore. Yeah, that's why I said.
Well, if you live in Naked City and all the real ones from Vegas know, if you live in Naked City, that is just behind your backyard. But I'm excited for that. It is a dress code. It's expensive as shit. You have to pay to get a reservation. But I'm excited. You always try to do big stuff, and I'm like, you can just get me a burger.
I want you to look back in the audio, you and the listeners, and then just go back to her saying, "I'm princess," and then hearing, "You could have just got me a burger."
I know. No. Okay, yeah, I get it. Like, you can do 10 small things though. Just like no, like sometimes it's like you go like crazy, and I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna let you do it this year.
I've never been able to go crazy. I've always said what I thought would be cool, and then you were like, gavel down, no.
I'm like, that's too much goddamn money.
And I'm like, no, it's not.
But you're doing what you want, so I don't want to hear no more.
Because I make really good money now.
So I'm excited. I'm excited. When I get my massage, I'm like a 10th like lesbian, because I'm like, oh yeah, rub me down. Yeah. You know, I can do a happy ending.
I got you a girl like you.
I like girls because I don't like it too rough.
I know you like soft hands.
Yeah, because when I was in Mexico, like that was a mid massage. They must don't know what they're doing. Yeah, because here in the States, like they really get down and dirty with the massages. And I had this big old Helga Pataki looking lady.
Helga Pataki.
Miss Trunchbolt. And she was just gnawing at my damn little skin. And I was like, ooh, my back. Shit.
I'm not off of Helga Pataki. I'm so sorry. That's fucking amazing.
You know, the one eyebrow, but yeah, like.
Oh yeah, hey Arnold, that's beautiful.
But no, I like them. You know, like I'm like, don't get too rough with me.
Yeah.
But I like it. I like my hands. My hands getting massaged. My feet getting massaged. I'd be like, oh, it's such a long week for me. Thank you, Jesus. Yeah. But I'm excited.
It's been such a long year, please.
Right. Thank you so much. But I love getting massaged. That's probably like the highlight of my year, you know. So I'm excited for that. I love to eat. So I think when I first met you, it was like, okay, I hope you got a little coin in your pocket, because I'm ready to get some food.
A decade later, I haven't failed yet. So, it's nice for this to be the first shot. Yeah.
Now, it's crazy. We're at the end of June.
Yeah.
Pride Month is ending.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking on the news, I was scouring the news, ergo Instagram. And I saw that UK rapper, that Paper Planes rapper, M.I.A. Remember her? Mm-hmm. She has a new fashion line.
Oh, cool.
And it's a radiation fashion line and it's also a 4 and 5G blocker.
Oh God, she's a psycho. That's great.
I thought that was genius.
Oh no.
I thought that was genius. You are gonna look like a tinfoil.
Yeah,
you're gonna look tinfoil-ish.
Oh God.
But it's
Very
4 or 5 gonna
conspiracy
block
theory.
that off. Yeah. And radiation. So I don't know what she's been reading, but a lot of people are saying she's pivoting in fashion. Um,
That's so weird.
I think it's gonna catch on. If people are buying Kanye West dusty ass clothes and shoes, I think she can do it if it's
Yeah,
cute enough.
it's yeah. I mean, that's cool, I guess, because it's. I mean, I feel the same way about it as I do about Balenciaga or any of the Yeezy shit. I don't really give a fuck about like that stuff
Like the
anyway.
labels too much.
Yeah, not too much. I think what it is like why I'm wrapped around the 5G radiation thing because it's like now she's giving me very much Q vibes, very conspiracy theory, like we said, like
Yeah.
tinfoil hat. There's no such thing as like why block 5G? What does that really truly mean to you? You know what I mean?
I'm not sure.
Exactly.
Well, and also, with the whole, what's the whole thing where they can like data, like mine data stuff.
Yeah.
That's what she's trying to do as well. Because like I guess apparently, they can kind of read our minds when I'm like, oh, I want some chicken, and then I look at my phone, and then there goes an ad for Popeyes. So I think she's thought of everything with it. I want to see what it's about.
You know what? You keep your eyes on it and tell me, and so I can, or fill me in, so I can laugh about this because this is going to be a venture for sure. That'll be a venture.
Yeah. Well, yesterday was the NBA draft, and for the first time ever, we have a son and father duo playing for the Lakers. So LeBron James' son, yeah, he got drafted 55th.
Okay.
55th draft, and finally he gets to play with his dad, and then LeBron's been waiting so that he can, I think after that, retire.
Yeah.
So this will be cool to see what the next season brings with him and his son playing, and how they kind of collab and the vibe it gives on the court.
Yeah,
so I think that's cool.
There's been fathers and sons who have played on the courts before, but on opposite teams of each other.
Yeah.
This is, like you said, the first duo together. It feels very
like they did it
set up,
scripted. Okay,
yeah.
Well, who cares? Shit.
I mean, and also it is LeBron. I mean, LeBron has done what Michael Jordan did back in the day for NBA. He's changed the game entirely. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if he's gonna pull strings and do this and swing his weight around to get his son on a team for him, and it's a historic team at that, like he's setting the son up for success. I can't be mad at him.
You know what? I think that people like Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, even Carmelo Anthony wish they could have played with their kids.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, Carmelo Anthony's son is younger, but I know they wish they were like, damn, I wish you guys would have played with me.
Melo's gone on record on his pod with Miro that he would have loved to had the chance to play with his kid, but a lot of the scandals and things, you kind of back away from things.
Well, I don't know. He's not even playing anymore.
Yeah,
right?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, his son is not even. I think he just maybe is hitting high school, so
it
wasn't gonna ever.
Yeah. I mean, but that is also partially the reason why he actually left early. The scandals and all that.
Well,
stuff.
like with cheating on man, that ain't gonna stop me from getting my bag.
I mean, he already got enough. He already got enough. You got pensions and more, but so it's limelight stuff that pushed him away, and also aging out is the
absolutely.
thing. That's the opposite side of that coin. But I mean, you know what? More power to LeBron and Bronny. I hope they put on a fucking show. That's what I would love to see. I'm
hoping to take my son to go see a game.
That'd be cool.
Because me and my son, we like to watch the Lakers. We like to watch the Warriors, the Grizzlies. Yeah. So he's in it. So I think he'll love if we did a little courtside. Yeah. Hang out with Natalie from Baddies and do Batty Shot O'Clock.
Yeah.
Batty Shot O'Clock.
I hate everything about what you just said.
On to new news.
Great.
Yesterday we had the presidential debate. Now, we haven't watched it yet because today's Friday, right? And it happened yesterday. And I mean, obviously, we didn't record today. So we're going to have to come back with you guys next week to talk about the debate. But I don't think we've had a presidential debate since 2020.
No.
And then they stopped the whole live audience thing. So I don't know what to expect. It did start about an hour ago. So... yesterday time.
What I'm actually thinking is it's just going to be a clown show.
I think so too. There's going back and forth. Oh, you're a felon. Oh, you're sleepy. Oh, you did. And I'm like, no, let's get to the root of our. We need to know what you guys are going to do for us. I don't. As a Democrat, I'm tired of the mediocre candidate that they gave us. But I'm pretty sure as a Republican, there's Republicans out there like, yeah, we have a clown too, and you guys are doing a disservice to both sides, to the whole United States.
Yeah, I think this is just going to be another case where the rest of the world can watch and laugh at us. And then the aliens, like if you pull back, like in steps, the aliens outside of that are like laughing at us,
shaking their head,
and
like
they're shaking their heads too. Yeah, because it's just going to be another clown show, and everybody's going to tune in to another episode of America.
I want whoever is like going to be hosting it to really ask really hard hitting questions. I'm tired of hearing about this person's a felon, this person's sleepy, your son's about to go to jail with me. You know, I don't care about that. What are y'all going to do for the American people?
Not a goddamn thing.
Oh God, I guess we'll talk about this next week, and hopefully we're not frustrated and we can come back with some points. I'm hoping. I don't even like to talk political if I'm being honest, but I don't know. We might have to see if it is a shit show. Maybe is that good for us to talk about?
I mean, yeah, I like making fun of old people. So
yeah. Do you want to tell the baby girls what we're going to talk about?
All right. So I had this weird scenario mulling around in my head,
as you do usually.
Normally, you're right. And I thought to myself, Greg, would you, outside of being your mom's son, would you have ever hung out with your mother, like in the different eras of her life?
Okay.
And it was an interesting thought to bring up because I wanted to know whether or not you would hang out with your parents in the different stages in their lives. You can go back, history's sake, because of course I didn't know my mom when she was 20.
Right, but you've heard things like.
But I damn sure heard some shit.
Okay, well I say let's start with our moms, and you can go first, and then we'll do our dads. So let's start with our mom. Our mammies.
I remember sitting there at like computer chair thinking, would I hang out with my mom right now? She's what, 64? If I was like 64, would I hang out with her?
So you're gonna start from the older and then make your way down.
My way down. Make my way down.
So what would you hang out with her now as if you were 64 and she's 64? Would you hang out with her knowing what you know about what you feel like you would be at 64, 65?
Yeah.
And now you know her in the present as
right. Not so much.
and remember, we're taking gender out of it, like as a person.
It's just as a person.
With her being 64, 65, why wouldn't you not think you would hang out?
It's only because I don't see my mom being much of a out person now. I'm taking like a lot of like corona and like social anxiety and a lot of that stuff I've seen in my mother.
Yeah.
Over the last like 4 years. I'm taking a lot more of that into an account. And when I put that there, I don't think she would want to hang out. I don't think she would want to. Like, I could be like, hey, Red. Like,
yeah, your old man voice.
Hey. What you doing? Like that type of shit. And like, we going over to the Polka Palace or something like that. And she would probably shoot me down.
Okay, so do you feel like you would be active at 64?
I would be active. That's why I'm saying I'm calling. I'm like, hey, let's go hang out. So right now, at her age and at that age for myself, I don't think I would. I don't think I would
hang out with your mom.
I think I'm more or less going to like the AARP clubs that are around here that accept us folks, so I can get around and meet some people.
I'm gonna be honest. When I think about 65, I don't think it's old. I don't even think AARP. I look at Angela Bassett. I'm like, she ain't AARP,
right?
And that is me.
Yeah, I dig you. It's just like I said, like my mom is a whole nother caliber of like old in that range.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So that's another factor of as to why I don't think I would. As much, yeah.
So if she was, let's say, 30, in her 30s, just like you are, you're in your present right now.
I'm in my present right now,
and you've heard about her 30s.
Yeah, I think I could. Now if I'm thinking about it, seeing my mom in her 30s, she was fun because now we're with my aunt's like pool parties and things. You know,
Okay,
remember I've told you about. So now that's my mom. She's outgoing. I would say she'll drink. You know, and
I
then
never really see
she
her mom
gonna
drink.
play like some spades or slap some dominoes. Like she's really for the cookout.
Yeah,
I'm hanging out with her there. I am hanging out with her in the 30s because like even more so like you hit a good point. When you are young, you look at 30. Even more so when you like you can even look at 60 and you go, good God, that's fucking old. It's not.
It's not too
It's
old.
not 30 is not old whatsoever.
30 is not old. 60 is not old to me
No,
either.
it's not.
Now that I'm older.
Yeah, now that I'm older, it doesn't feel like it. So
okay.
Yeah, 30s I think I would definitely would hang out with her because it's a matter of how much fun she's gonna bring to the table, and I remember her being super fun.
Couple wise, do you feel like us being a couple, and I guess take us out the equation of being their kids?
Of course,
if it was just people meeting people, you think couple wise that would work as well?
Yeah, I think it would be like a good, like she's a good like it's payday. We're meeting up at our usual spot.
Okay.
That type
she was kind of a creature of habit.
Yeah, a little bit of a creature of habit in that way, shape, because she did hang out with her friends often in her 30s.
Okay, so she had a whole bunch of girls she could hang out with and stuff like that.
Yes, so I could see her being the type to like really be in the streets, hang out. She ain't clubbing and stuff, but you know,
You're in your 30s.
You might be doing like a lounge every now and again with your homies, or dinner with the homies, and then you know we're going back to somebody's crib and kicking it in the backyard, playing some spades or some shit like that. That vibe, totally down for.
Well, what about the whole travel thing? Because we're in our era of traveling for the last like 10 years. So, what do you feel like in the 30s? Would she be a travel buddy?
She would be a travel buddy.
Wow.
Isn't that funny? Because let's take a step back from me. The 60s, definitely not a travel buddy. Again, if I called her, she would probably hang up. Such a significant change between the years.
That is a big change. Okay, what about being in your 20s? No, let's not even do 20s. High school. High school.
My mom,
high school mom,
would have not hung out with me. That's the opposite turn.
Why would she have not hung out with you?
Because she was a absolute menace in high school.
But you were too.
That's the point. She fought everybody. It didn't matter, man, woman, child.
Okay, so
she fought everybody.
No honor amongst thieves.
No honor amongst thieves. I'm one of those niggas too. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fight you no matter what, either way. And that was that in high school. Was it
more like seeing yourself? That's why, maybe.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yes, I was just about to hit that.
Okay.
So, good job.
Look at us.
Yeah, it was more like seeing a lot of myself in that. Like I would fight Greg past Greg. I know I would fight past Greg.
But she was a woman. She ain't fighting you.
I mean, if we're friends, I'm gonna just switch a little gender risky there so I can make things more comfortable. Because that
you be a girl and just fight your mom.
Just to fight, knuckle up. Because that's the type of attitude she had.
Y'all wouldn't do any clubs or be in any classes.
She was extremely antisocial in high school.
What about intelligent wise? Would she have been in any of your classes?
Ooh.
You didn't talk about your mom okay. So
she would.
You would have seen her frequently.
I would have seen her,
school.
but she wouldn't have talked to anybody.
Would you have been like the same way though? He ain't messing with me because it's a similar thing. Would you have been friends with her though? Could you have seen yourself?
No.
Because
unless you're going, because if I know your attitude already is you like to fight, and I like to fight, I'm not gonna fight you because I know it's just gonna be like an immovable object meeting in what's the word, in insurmountable force or whatever the fuck it's called, like two titans. So instead, I'm gonna keep the peace. So I'm not going to be around you. You know what I mean?
Okay. So the best time that you can see yourself being friends with your mother would have been in the 30s.
In the 30s.
Like where you're at right now.
Right now.
Okay.
And because that's also what especially from what I remember of my childhood, very much a happier time for her in general. So that's like real pure happiness.
Positivity, just like
friends are around.
Gotcha. Social butterfly.
I mean? Yeah, social butterfly kind of. So 30 is like the primo age where like, hey yo, what up, rat? You know, that type of shit. Like I could go like and kick it with her or whatever, for sure.
Okay. Okay, I'll go with my mom. Okay, so my mom.
How old would she be right now?
Right now, she would probably be in her 50s because my dad's in his 50s.
Okay.
So 50-year-olds, 55, 56, 57.
Yeah.
year-old mom, okay, she's not here anymore, but if I think about her being in her 50s, she is a fun person. So I'll talk about 30s, but 50s going into 60s, if she slowed down all her activities, I think she would be very fun.
Okay.
She gives me era of you talk about your mom in the 30s.
Yeah,
so
nice.
She's the life of the party. Let's drink, let's do dominoes. She's a West Coast hood girl, so she's not gonna. Her being 50s going into 60s ain't gonna change.
Yeah.
But I think that would be fun time because there's never a dull moment.
That sounds like a good time.
Yeah. So me being in my 50s, I might be slowing her down.
Oh, yeah, so, shit.
Because I'm a homebody. So I'm staying my ass in the home. She was always moving.
It's so opposite.
Yeah, so do you want to go out? I don't know. Come on, bitch, I said no.
That shit's
I
great.
can see my sister kind of doing that. My sister Jaleesa being like that. They're very similar. So, bitch, no, I'm staying in because I have an orthopedic appointment in the morning. And anything past 6 p.m., I'm not going out, Gertrude.
Gertrude is great.
So 50s, mid 50s, late 50s, I would say yes. Okay. I could be friends with my mom.
So different.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Nice, but when you come to the 30s with my mom, and this is around the time she died. My mom died when she was about 37.
Okay.
So if I take that time,
yes,
and me being where I'm at right now in my 30s, I'm a little younger, but I would say no.
Okay.
No to the 30s.
Okay.
I feel like my mom was doing stuff that I'm not currently at. We're in two different spaces, two different highways.
Gotcha.
Two different mothers. Mm-hmm. So I think she would be a once in a while kind of person I would hang out.
Okay.
But we were two different people.
Now, are you particular about the hangout with the 30s? Are you particular like, since it is every once in a while, this is more like hey, let's go get lunch somewhere.
It has to be a controlled thing.
Yeah.
Because if you're like, oh, meet me here, who there? You know how you be asking your friends, who there?
Yeah, we're all gonna be there.
Because that's black folks. Mm-hmm. Who gonna be there? Because that determines if I'm going or I'm not going.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would be like that. I'd be like, who there? Who going?
Okay.
I don't want no surprises.
Now, taking what you know about your mother's 20s and what you have experienced in your 20s.
Oh, we're not doing high school, or we're doing 20s?
For me. I want to do 20s for you. If you know anything, do you know anything? Because if not, let's do high school.
I knew high school. Okay. I mean, I knew my mom when I was in elementary in her 20s.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do high school. Let's do high school.
High school for me, because I know how the kind of person I am. I'm eclectic.
Yeah.
So I can hang out with anybody.
Right.
My mom was fighting.
So your mom's fighting.
Right. Like, go read a book.
Angry all the time.
But she used to tell me she was a tomboy and she would fight. She was fighting niggas, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I have friends like that. So I would hang out with her. Now, would I be able to hang out with her with the father I had? Know that it was her baby daddy? Probably not all the time. We would hang out. We probably hang out at school. We ain't really probably hanging outside that. Plus, my mom dropped out, so then we really not hanging out because I'm only hanging out with people that I see every day for the most part.
Right.
So I would give the teenage a maybe, the 30s a no,
okay,
and the 50s a yes.
Dude, we're like the opposite sides of coins.
Yeah,
that's so cool. Okay. Now, I've been very blessed to have
many fathers,
0 and 2 dads, and
many fathers, y'all.
So there's that.
Selfish.
I'll say.
You want to do your biological dad, or you want to
doing because I'll do both.
Okay,
because the biological is going to be very quick because it's a no.
Then don't do it.
Exactly. I just wanted to make that joke.
No. Check and check.
But all right. Serious note for my my father, the man who actually took care of me.
Okay. We're doing where he at right now. 50s,
where he's at right now. He is 54.
Okay.
54.
So at 54, what you know right now of him, what he's doing,
okay,
and then where you think you would be in your 50s. Very similar to what I talked about with my mom. Would you hang out with your dad? Would you guys hang out?
Oh, it's gonna be a no again.
You know what? I see that because I know where you are going to be in your 50s.
Yeah.
And I mean, no tea, no shade, but you're an entrepreneur. He gonna be that guy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not, trying to shade your dad, but it just wouldn't. It's two different statuses in a sense.
You even said it with your mother. The two different lanes, two different
highways.
It's
two different. Yeah.
Yeah. It's far separated.
Because you know what you're gonna be doing in your closer retirement years versus what your dad's doing now. So you don't think you guys will be friends?
No, I don't think we would be friends, and I don't think it would be a possibility of hanging out, which sucks.
Yeah.
Which does suck. But I don't see. As taking what I know about him now, of course, I don't see a change in the cycle of what he has been doing.
Yeah.
And has done enough to make me think it would be worth the time, let alone the energy. Because, like you said, it's a different stage and level in my own life. I've already set us up to get there now, starting here already.
Yeah.
So it would be so far out of reach anyway that it probably wouldn't even be a consideration.
Okay.
Yeah, which sucks.
Yeah.
Which sucks, right? I can openly admit that. But if we then go down to 30,
Yeah. So if you're looking at where you're at right now, so if he's in his 30s,
yeah,
early mid 30s, did you knew him in his 30s?
Yes.
So would you, and be honest, would you be friends with him you're in your 30s now and him in his 30s? Would y'all have been friends?
Okay. This will be weird, but probably.
Okay.
Only because he seems like he would be a very good, like, to a degree. He would be the friend like you invite out every now and again.
Okay.
Okay. If there's drinks involved, he's probably gonna ruin the night.
Damn,
so you
sucks.
have to
like
leave
that.
before he gets too far gone.
So you got to count the beers and stuff.
Exactly.
Damn. I hate those kind of people because you got people like that.
You do.
Damn, don't bring Johnny out because his ass gonna ruin the damn.
Yeah. But you like certain things about Johnny. He's good. He's fun until he's not.
Right.
So I think that's kind of where I'm at with the 30s and it kept in mind.
I get that because your dad, when I first met him and I met your mom, I'm like, were they together? Because he seemed so much fun and your mom was so pent up. I was like, what the hell? I'm like, give him a stick up her ass. And your dad is just like, he just seemed fun. But then those guys who start drinking and I'm just like, I hate drunk people. So then you're like, oh, I see. Yeah. Now I see
it. So
yeah. So okay.
Dealing with that would be the catalyst in me going, do I invite him out tonight? Or I'm inviting him out tonight.
You gotta ask the group.
Man, you put that fucking perfectly. Nailed it. I gotta ask the group if it comes
because then
at 30. For sure.
I think if you want to fuck up the town, then okay. So I guess so go into high school and let's even put shit into college a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Would you guys have been friends? Because you know how you guys kind of could get wild back in college days. That. Yeah. So what about that?
Yes.
So high school, college,
I would be friends with him in around that time. Like we would probably be friends in high school, and then I'd go to college, and then I would be his college buddy, who would like either return and like kick it with him for a bit, or I'm in college in the same town, and we're hanging out still.
Okay.
And the reason why is because from the stories that we know and what we've been told on his good days.
Yeah. On the good days.
On the good days. He wasn't even like, he wasn't him. Like, he wasn't Chuck. Person. He wasn't Chuck. He was C-Ray.
Get your C-Ray looking ass.
He was C-Ray.
Where do these nicknames come from?
Know, but that was his nickname, and C-Ray was cool as fuck. He was suave.
Hold on. Sorry, side note. Where did Ray come from?
Don't know.
Okay, he had a go-to.
He has no Ray in his name or anything like that. Charles Lee Ray? None of that bullshit.
And the niggas in the 90s had to go back to Dabs.
Yeah.
Okay, so he give you slick.
He had to go to if he had C-Ray ring. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Yeah, like big chain. Like he was that guy. So I feel like I would definitely hang out with C-Ray.
Oh my God, C-Ray.
I would, and I mean, he had a cool whip, the Gangster League. So.
Lord, it's the friend that you know you gonna age out. That's that friend. Oh my goodness.
But for that time being,
yeah,
fun as a motherfucker. I'm
Dang.
sure of it, yo.
Okay, let's go with my daddy.
Yes.
Okay, my dad now in his 50s, because so our dads are kind of similar in age.
Yeah.
So my dad in his 50s, I would say yes, because we're similar in like he's a homebody, he's a family man. I'm a family woman. My dad does barbecues and stuff, and he's active. My dad has always been a guy who he has 2 days off, but you wouldn't know it because he's shampooing the carpets, he's mowing the lawn, he's out. So he's active at his age.
Yeah.
So I would say yes in the 50s.
Hell, I hang out with Pops.
Yeah, I would say yes.
I would too.
You know, and they got the house. They use their house. There's a thing about having a house, and some people be like, I don't want to buy at my house. Part. But he's like, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do that.
Yeah.
He's an outdoorsy man. And so, yeah, I would say in his 50s.
Yeah, yes. Pops right now is fun as fuck. So if I were 50, I'd hang out with Pops. Yeah. I'd be over there like, hey, what up? Can we play some cards or what y'all doing? Like, you know, like that type of shit.
And he got the snacks. So,
in the weed.
Yeah, so.
Shout out to Pop.
Oh, my God. Disregard that last one. But okay, so let's move on to 30s. So me in my 30s, my dad in his 30s.
Yeah.
It's a hell no for me.
What?
It's a hell motherfucking no.
Wow, that escalated quick. What did Mom do? No.
Fuck that. No, I'm just like, no. The reason why I say no is because he's at the peak of being a family man.
Okay.
And it's also probably agitating the fuck out of him. He's married now. Probably or almost about to be married. He got hella kids.
Yeah.
I ain't got hella kids. That man got 5 kids. Another one almost on the way in the next couple years. No. At this time he only got 5 kids. Yeah, hell no.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's really focused on he's building at this point.
Yeah.
He has all those kids. He got a baby mama, and he got a wife at the time, I believe. He don't got time to hang out.
Yeah, okay.
And his attitude might not be up to par the way my attitude is. So it's a hell no, respectfully, because we just not on the same wavelength, and I don't have to cuss his ass out.
A hell no,
you want to hang out, and then he cuss you. Hell, well, fuck you. You ain't hanging out with us for the rest of the month. If you got a motherfucking attitude,
we're putting you in timeout.
You know, you got those friends who got so many kids. They don't know how to kind of. I'm not saying he didn't know how to, because I've seen him go out and hang out and stuff like that. Yeah. I don't know him to have many friends, and just, you know, life has you only trusting and hanging out with a certain amount of people.
That's true.
But I know that I have a lot of single friends that didn't want to hang out with me because they're like, oh, you're a mom now, so no, I can hang out. But I know my dad. He got 5 kids. He got a wife. He got a baby mama.
Time is limited.
Yeah, so yes or no.
And so is brain power at that point.
Yeah, it's a no. We wasn't gonna hang out because he was gonna have time for me, and he might have had an attitude.
Yeah, that's
so.
Fair.
I don't know.
That's fair.
So
okay, I'm gonna give you late teenage into college times.
Okay, like I kind of did.
Yeah, for me.
Okay, my dad, from what I know, what he's told me, what my mom's told me,
yes,
I'm gonna say no.
What?
I'm gonna say no because now you got to think about his older self. And I lived with my dad in my high school years. I lived with my dad majority of my life. So the dad I knew now and his young age would clash. He would not allow me to hang out with his young self.
Oh, interesting.
Now, could I have been able to, maybe if I see him around, yeah, if there's no shenanigans going on, because my dad was heavy with the gangs and stuff, and that's not my life in the teens, right? My dad's already like straight laced at that point.
Yeah.
So high school, no, because my dad dropped out too.
He was in too much
so
shit.
He was doing too much. But I feel like if I would have caught him at a house party, yes.
Okay.
But regular basis where I'm being in high school and trying to do, I don't think so. So that last one is a maybe. Like we would maybe have to catch each other when we could.
Okay.
So like, oh shit, Eric at the party, let's turn the fuck up.
Yeah.
If I was able to go to the party. See, my ass ain't able to go to no party. Old Eric ain't gonna let Erica go to the party.
Got you.
Young Eric wanted me to hang out probably, but so I'm gonna say a maybe, a possible for the young ones because like I said, I'm eclectic, so I had different types of friends.
Yeah.
So my mom and dad are similar when you think about high school going into college years, so I'm expecting, that's probably what drew them to each other, two wild kids, right? And trying to get their life together.
Yeah.
So I would say a possible for that.
Okay.
30s, no, because you got too many damn kids. And then 50s, yes, because he got to get snacks and he wants you to hang out and he got the beer and stuff like that.
Don't forget the weeds.
Please disregard that last one. But I mean, respectfully, like, our parents did a good job with us, and we're always going to complain about something they did.
Of course,
but when you think about stories and stuff, and you sit back and think, if I wasn't your kid, would I be your friend?
Yeah.
Because I think about family members, and honestly, I'd be like, if I wasn't your family, I wouldn't be your friend.
Yeah.
So I had to sit back and think about that, and I had to give them their flowers, because my dad did a lot. My mom did a lot, but my dad did a lot. He held it down.
Yeah.
And the 30s was a rough time.
Yeah.
So I would say right now where I'm at, I'm a cool, calm, collected. We wasn't gonna fuck with each other then, but I would be my dad's friend, and there's a time where I would be my mom's friend.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I like the idea of knowing that. What I really learned from thinking about this question is that there is always going to be a true evolution of someone.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? And you put it really well in saying, like, if I wasn't your family member, would I be your friend? And I like I like the areas where I say I would hang out with my mom and I would hang out with Chuck, because they do seem like in those portions of their lives, that's where they were the most happy. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And to see them have joy in those moments, I would love to be a part of that for sure. But I would definitely stay away in the areas and the ages and the eras where I say no.
Yeah,
for sure.
Because I know who I am now.
Exactly.
And, I know the evolution of me.
Yeah.
Now, I do want to pose this question with the kids.
Okay.
With the kids, and we're thinking about the age they are now.
Okay.
And then the age we are.
Okay.
So we're giving them 2.
Yes.
So let's start off with our youngest, our baby boy.
If I was
a
10-year-old.
A 10-year-old.
And he was, okay.
And he's a 10-year-old.
Fucking, I'm hanging out with him, dude.
He's cool as fuck, huh?
He's cool as shit. That's one of the coolest kids ever.
He's so, like...
Spontaneous.
He's outgoing. He can make a friend anywhere.
Yeah, and he's very friendly. He's got a good heart on him.
Do you feel like that was you?
Yes, I do.
I know that you said you were kind of like Bubble Boy, so it was like, with him, it's like, damn, he's the outgoing version of me.
Yes.
So you would be...
I would want to be attached at the hip. Like, I'm going to do stupid kid shit with him, like, cut our hands or spit in it and like do handshakes and shit.
Boys are so goddamn dumb. Yeah, dummies.
Like, he would be that kid with me.
Same with me. Like, I would, at 10 years old, I would be friends with him. He has a little arrogance about him. So I'll be like, I don't know at first if I would. I'll be like, I had to get to know Atreyu. I had to get to know him and Falcor. Yeah. But I would say, yeah, I loved the 5th grade, 4th grade era. So if he was wanting to be my friend, I would definitely be his friend and hope that I could be his friend for a lifetime.
Yeah, he seems like he would be a really good lifetime friend. Yeah. At this moment in time, for sure.
Well, let's just do them at their age right now because we don't really... They're still evolving. Okay, so what about our 16-year-old? Would you, at 16, have been her friend at 16?
We probably would be friends, but I would probably be more like a big brother figure. Okay, kind of like a mentor. Yeah. And I can see that. You guys are kind of magnets. So I can see her coming to you and being like, what are you doing? She has her clique, but you guys do end up hanging out every now and then. Yeah, I would probably be like the big brother figure in that area. And be like, what are you doing? Yeah, what are you doing? Get to class. Like that type of shit. Gotcha. Like, yeah. Okay. That type of stuff, yeah. For me,
because I'm just going through the motions with a 16-year-old.
True.
And I know parents out there would be like, "That's what you get," because I know I had an attitude problem at 16. But I would say no.
Okay.
And the reason I say that is because to me, she doesn't feel too eclectic. Like she's stuck in that group.
Okay.
And she has a little bit more of she's a little bit more of a loner than I am. And she must get that from her biological dad.
Yeah.
I don't know if she would have gave me a chance. I can hang out with anybody but I kind of watch how like introducing and
icebreaking.
Yeah, icebreaking. I don't think she would icebreak.
Gotcha.
So I don't really know. It would really take us having to be probably in a team building kind of project, and it'd take weeks. I feel like, because I don't know if it will work at 16 with me and her, but you know, if you talk about younger her, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
if you talk about like 10-year-old, and I'm waiting to see how she evolves. You know, we probably will be more closer as she gets older. Because right now there's like this clashing a little bit.
Yeah.
And I don't see us being very, very, very similar. But I see some similarities, but I'm like, ooh, if I was 16, I don't think so. I don't think so.
That's fair to say. That's fair to say. Being the big brother figure, though, if I had to, I would probably push her in your direction, knowing that, like, recognizing like you were like you probably would be good for her.
Yeah.
I would probably try to be like, go ahead, hang out with her. You know, that type of shit.
No,
like,
what you know,
like, this is Erika, like,
well,
that type of shit.
Knowing what you know now, would you have been my friend in high school because we were friends for like a couple months?
Yeah.
But then you kind of got mad at me
because you said no.
Yeah. So would you have tried to be my friend though?
Yes.
If you knew what you knew, yes.
Totally worth it now. Yeah.
I looked at you and I was like, he's so fucking cool. He's smart. You sat right behind me in chemistry.
Yes.
So I was just like, he's smart. He's cute.
Yes.
He got the little nice eyes. He got a big head. He got, he walked with like a purpose. He got somewhere to go. I knew I had somewhere to go. People always be like, you look like you Russian. No, I got that from my dad. I walk fast. But you always work with a little purpose, with your head held high. You had a little confidence about you. I said, go ahead, Gregory. But I knew I couldn't have a boyfriend. But if you were like, it's cool.
Yeah.
I knew that I'm the type of person that was just still hung on.
Okay.
So it wasn't, you would have been like, she rejected me, but it don't feel like a rejection.
Yeah.
If you still were willing to talk to me,
yeah.
then I'd be like, well, here's my number.
Better person.
Here's my number.
Yeah, that'd probably been an easier thing to take.
But you said you had anger issues, and I wouldn't have got it. I would have got it, but I wouldn't have got it to the extent that you kind of talk about. I'm like, why are you mad?
Oh, yeah.
Because with me, too, this is the time that my mom died. So it's like, life's too short for you to be mad, bro.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear all that shit.
Polar opposite sides of the spectrum at that degree.
Yeah, I would be trying to, like, get you out of that. But with me, I'm like, I don't get it,
Fair enough.
But, I like this little, like, we kind of got deep with our little conversations. I hope our parents won't be too mad about her.
Yeah, they're fine.
Yeah, they're fine. Or the kids.
Fucking 50 or 60, you'll be all right. You've heard much worse.
That's good, because, that just shows, like, they're good people. Yeah. They raise great kids.
Evolution.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
I mean,
I like that one.
I would hang out with my mommy and my daddy.
And I would, too, in certain points.
Yeah, certain points, right?
As an asterisk next to
that.
This show.
Now, remember, you guys, we do drop our new pods every Friday on all streaming platforms. So catch us wherever you guys listen to your pods. And remember, we're on YouTube at Ideally Though Pod. So like, subscribe, hit the bell button.
Share that shit.
It's my birthday, so I'll leave my Cash App in the description. And, $1, $5, $10, I'm not too cheap.
Help a nigga out.
And you guys, we'll catch you guys next week. Bye.
Yeah.